Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. On first down, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Look. 49, check 49, check 49. Show it up. Go. Bounce it. 12. Hey, East, right.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check 55, Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Akeem Hicks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
They go play action now. Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go. 54. Let's go. Let's hit this ball.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he completes it to Cohen. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake. Anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 37. Check 37.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Seattle.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Nice hit, baby.
And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got him.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
This is Homer. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Looking to throw, Haskins. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go, here we go. Push the outlaw. Watch 54, watch 54. Rip right, rip right.
This is Cohen. And an alley to run. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds Coleman. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Come on, baby.
To throw again is Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Haskins. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wild card bout.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Switch. 36 power.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and now it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 36.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Down to the 25. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
14.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Akeem Hicks picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out there? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is just goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On play action, Haskins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Third down, here's Haskins, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. It's Scarborough again, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win calls. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Wilson on target there to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
36 power. Go 14.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Ready? Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Bo Scarborough taking it in as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down.
They try again with Cohen. Oh, look at the juke. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Strip that ball. Left pass, left pass.
Now Wilson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matthew Ioannidis. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. He's got room to run past the 20. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And all the way down to the 26. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.